RD and PR Minister THANGJAM assures to repair roads of 172 villages across Manipur under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana Phase 3 and 4. Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan hopeful of positive impact in education sector by new National Education Policy 2020. Students and parents risk COVID-19 to collect admission forms at 4 government higher secondary schools, but MSF halts admission process over cut-off marks. Irate members of cooperative societies lock up cooperative societies registrar office in Lamphel demanding benefits of integrated cooperative development project. Manipur reports 526 new COVID-19 cases, 520 recoveries and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate rises to 12.62%. And India adds 36,401 fresh COVID-19 cases and over 39,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.53%. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News and I'm PREMI THANGJAM. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And now the news in details. RD and PR Minister THANGJAM has assured of revamping roadways of 172 villages across Manipur under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana PMGSY Phase 3 and 4. He said the same at the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav event organized by Rural Engineering Department, Manipur State Rural Roads Development Agency at Sanakaithal village in Ukhrul district today. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Biswajit slammed the previous Congress government for failing to bring development. He claimed that BJP government has initiated various welfare programs in its short tenure, unlike the Congress who had ruled for over 36 years. The minister assured that a 33/11 power substation will be set up, LED bulbs and high mast light will be lit up in Sanakaitel villages, as well as blacktopped the road from Imphal leading to the village in the near future. Commenting about the low COVID vaccination rate in Ukhrul and Sanapati district, Minister Biswajit appealed to village leaders to take initiative to create mass awareness and get more people vaccinated against COVID-19. He encouraged people to get zapped with COVID-19 vaccine as it is the sure way to ward off the disease.
Manipur apikpa kun natraga apikpa kun macha yam leibnina 250 gi population yaudaba makhai dudi hujikse koi huji fulfill tawngam daba criteria do aduna maram warga connectivity cp matamda adugi matik ekoida problem create tawbuduni hujik ekoina thengnari ba adubu koi PMGSY 1 loigre 2 loigadawre 3 tawgadawre 4 lakadawre asidai da koi 4 da high river kunjingsi most probably akoi either makoina akoi mi se chama da handaba or akoi gi leiba mi se sani yang khai gi leiba oirga su akoi census base year se 2011 da oiba orgadi akoi every kun kudima akoi fulfill tawni have je akoi da identify tawreba masi identify tawba kun si 172 villages adu targadi akoi na benefit fangadori se kari dino hai madam da tampak da di phangarwa adu atopa mafam far flung the labor unconnected when a labor say PMGSY Kanaba 172 villages amchu Pangani.
Phungyar Students' Union has appealed to the government to fill up the lacking infrastructure of Phungyar subdivision in Kamjong district. A meeting was held in this regard at Village Authority Court Hall at Phungyar Sub-Divisional Headquarters. Speaking on the sidelines, Union President Amung Kaishing said that there is shortage of teachers, no drinking water facility and no electric, among others, in many areas under the subdivision. He further stressed on the monetary burden facing pregnant women who are compelled to travel to either Ukhrul or Imphal for mere tests such as ultrasound due shortage of doctors and nurses and lack of proper medical facilities in the area. Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education, Dr. R.K. Ranjan, has expressed hopes that the new national education policy will bring positive and impactful changes in the education sector. He was speaking on the occasion of his reception at BJP Mandal office, Kainau in Oinam Assembly constituency today. Dr. R.K. Ranjan highlighted about a new national education policy. He said that the policy stresses on online education and artificial intelligence will be introduced as a subject from class 6 onwards under the policy. Dr. Ranjan said his appointment as a Union Minister of State will facilitate in bringing foreign fundings for the 8 Northeast states under the External Affairs Ministry. Oinam MLA L. Radhakishore, President of BJP Manipur Pradesh A. Sharda, former Union Minister T.H. Chauba, ex-MLA H. Borbabu and others attended the event.
Technologies is Upina, Niki level 6 from Pina, what will Iran total silver report on the screen and other days like problem solving, number, entrepreneurship create already, Magi Macademy, Sama, Sani, people the money, as my daughter developed the education systems in our people putting the Subham Mompam, Angari, Noina, Central Army, and the rest.
Manipur University Students' Union MUSU has demanded to appoint PETs right from primary level till higher secondary level schools in Manipur. Speaking to Impact News at MUSU office today, MUSU Finance Secretary THANGJAM Alex said that as per new educational policy, physical education subject is compulsory in all the schools, but only few physical education teachers are there in Manipur. On the other hand, many graduates, postgraduates and PhD scholars in physical education are still unemployed. He stressed on the need for physical education teachers in all the schools to promote sports from grassroots level. THANGJAM Alex said MUSU will submit an 8-point memorandum on the same to the Chief Minister and other relevant authorities.
Grassroots Simbi Gataba professional education, teaching education, researching government school Sinda, Nitabana, Maram Weduna, talent later student Kia, Mangba Yabagi, Aruba Pibanda, directly, Amadi, Youth Affairs and Sports Department, Hangduna Labor, PET, Amazon Office, searching, Atuba Matamda, recommend to view, Atuga high level points in putting no asi, Marilina, Concerned Department, Cabinet, Putopiduna, Tabata, Utopirkani having it has also Tamzaga, Marina, Marina, Sissing, a quick copy to Marina, using the copies in the Tazaraga, to Matam, the Hataki Lagadoriba, Wiki August 20, the Assembly Pamgo, which the Putopiduna, Fiskin, the teacher, Wiki problem Kudimasu Kambiraga.
Many students and their parents risk COVID-19 to collect admission forms at 4 government higher secondary schools in Imphal city to collect admission forms today. However, their risk taken amid the coronavirus pandemic remained futile as Manipuri Students Federation MSF imposed a sudden ban on these 4 schools from issuing admission forms over cut-off marks issue. As per a government's notice, higher secondary schools in Manipur started issuing admission forms today. It may be recalled that MSF yesterday demanded the government to revoke the order on cut-off mark list for admission to class 11th in government higher secondary schools in the state for students of unreserved, OBC, scheduled tribe and scheduled caste categories. MSF imposed immediate ban on issuance of admission forms at TG Higher Secondary School, CC Higher Secondary School, Johnstone Higher Secondary School and Ibotonsana Higher Secondary School located in the Imphal city. Parents and their wards who have been waiting since early till afternoon before the sudden ban was announced were left disappointed. Later, the schools issued tokens instead of forms, after which the disappointed parents and students returned home. Impact News team also witnessed that parents and students violated COVID protocols, but authorities concerned failed to take necessary actions. Speaking to Impact News, principals of the 4 schools said that they had to halt the admission process due to sudden ban imposed by the MSF over their demand to revoke the cut-off mark list and to conduct online entrance tests for admission. They said the forms will be available once an agreement is brought between MSF and the Education S Department.
Ngasi akhoi school gi ahanba emission 11 gi emission science stream art stream commerce stream gi damakta hongna baina khoi se loina full ready da leibani adubu khangogdana MSF gi satra organization sin na khoi da athing ma thame entrance lowi lodi habe gi kanosda akhoi da athing ma thame khoi na hajik decision se form thado ubasu yatri adai form se amo khoi na director education S gi order amagi information ama ngai duna leijari khoi haji adubu parents sing na di mapanda SOP akhoi ngak nam kan no adjusting toraga khoi
koi icha ching cha ta san san khara ga moi na hari si online da kan to view khot view nga chi che thing jan view na hai bani akoi chu moi wa tu hapet akoi chu society da lai bani na aja moi bani na hapet kamai tong na wa na koi school au mari si chu phau na ra kan da koi nga ha gi gi si bungo authority gi makha da lai bani na noi pa phau na ru ro aduga akoi na heta decision lo su ngam de aduna phau na ro matung da akoi kari to ba noi do adu to roi na adu hojing nga jeri bani akoi che government gi instruction ama he kan to ro matung da sa ta uji ai ji chu ting phama ma ne na khan jai ko sa ta singa kan no ga government ga du na phama matung da e kan to da akoi adum thu na tong na ba dum to ja kan yam thu.
On the other hand, students and parents have expressed disappointment over Manipur Students Federation for hindering admission process at TG Higher Secondary School, CC Higher Secondary School, Johnstone Higher Secondary School and Ibotonsna Higher Secondary School when admission forms are being issued at other schools, adding that they would not have come amid the pandemic to collect the forms if knew about the ban. They appeal to stop such sudden imposition of ban in the future and also ask why other government and private schools have been exempted.
MSF na form thab je thingjalle na tawdana mayam je khoji wanare tingbu thinge tawdre masi hana moi hana paw phongna biraga exam tawgera ama tawgera hana already sina biraga tawgera de phai khojikti covid ki matamni hojik laiba mi singsi containment zone da laiba siyorang gani laitaba siyorang gani aduga laigi ba siyorang gani ngasi laise heng lakpa ngam da siyorang gani adude khoi praja khoi da wari mathak sida hojik sen gya wa ba paisa gya wa ba sa na bi gya wa ba thabak su da gya wa khoi da kari no ba tawdoise masi form thagera tharoira ama tawre no yanabam purago khoi da aseng ba tang ta ba mandi khangan biro mase aduga khoi da praja khoi da otpagi thawak side government oigara amo oigara otpagi thawak si tokpiro masi khoi wai
gari lai tami lakpa do yadabai pung ahum dagi thogle cha sing do kem chak de ising bu thaklaktre aduga haji se amwana leire dagi di lamdo lapani na khoi ju khitang khanbi ya ba do online na tawni ha develop online na taw thokiba ma adu sunate official oina notification thokra dubo khitang khanbi ya private na thingdraga khoi na mu thinge ado khoi nga sai pung 3 makhai dagi laije line jam kuina sangna sai degi lepe matam chana swaina form thaba khotpa habaje si government na phajana tawbiradi hena nuaini hena khanje.
Manipuri Students Federation MSF has appealed to authorities concerned to enroll every students who have applied for admission to class 11 in government-run educational institutions. Briefing media persons at MSF office in Tidem ground, Kwakaitel today, MSF General Secretary Hizam Roshan said that the students have applied for admission to government schools expecting quality education. Roshan also informed that MSF representatives met with authorities of Director of Education S today and discussed on revoking the order regarding cut-off marks for admission to class 11 in government higher secondary schools, besides discussing on conduction of online entrance tests. He said coming up with cut-off marks for admission to class 11 is unfair since all the students have been promoted to the class 10 examination in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic. Roshan added that MSF will again hold talks with Director of Education S government and the relevant department regarding the matter.
COVID-19 maram oirakana class 10 gi promotion already bikhrabnina mark basis ta lobby ba pamagasu online entrance test tawbiyo haibna adubu moigi khudong chabadu leiroi na phongdoroke moina ngamaro harakpadagi akoina admission tawnaba registration tawrakpa mahiroi khudingmak punna adum selection tawhanbiyo na koi wafam thamki adugi point du makdi yabadi ngamkite adubu kharadi hengat ki wafam ni thamake MSM na mahiroi gi khallakanda punamakpo tamba phangnabagi dama khongthang lokhatchabani sida punamakna chawbidana ba haijari makha tarak poina mahiroi singna pamnari ba higher secondary Laiba Mogi classroom infrastructure Oza Oirasu, Ozamana class Manga Tagasu, Hantaki pandemic in Marum Oiga class Anim Hengat Piraga, Mahiro Gedum Tafi Baya and Akoi Tamzari, Aduga, alternative arrangement, classroom. TG Mak Natragazu, Tangnaba, building Gamengi, Mamsulay, school, Satra Yaugdaba, Fagalanzi Mission Yago, Shankalapa, school Mamsulay, Sidakogi, extension Gumba, TG or Zonostoni or CC, Oibiduna, at minor class, Mapung Pana Tohan Nabasu Kontang Lokapu have a set, Nemisham Tamzari.
Student bodies MSU, MSF, DESAM and Case A have appealed to give priority to candidates from Ziribam district in the recruitment of graduate teachers. In a video released today, DESAM Ziri District Council President Laishram Bilaks said 53 teachers will be recruited from Ziribam district and only 31 candidates have applied, stating that teachers from other places often do not stay and discharge duty in the district. He appealed to give priority to applicants from the district.
Ozaji problem to imbai mayamasi maraksida oza amana Imphal dagi jiri laga upa lising trahungdoi ga chatruki akoi salary asi hangani haiduna lagaga amang phagalan phanaba amang lai tapi ba haibase ara oithokpa watkani haiduna akoi jibangda leiba mairo kansu MSF the sama di kesegi maite dagi amkasu hanna akoi mari leinaba recruitment singa koina appeal tabjeni.
Irate members of cooperative societies in Manipur today locked up the office of Registrar of Cooperative Societies in Namphal, demanding benefits of Integrated Cooperative Development Project ICDP. The project, under the aegis of National Cooperative Development Corporation and CDC, aims to facilitate cooperative societies including handloom and handicraft sectors. Protesters claimed that the NCDC had even sent a reminder to the state government to release the funds under the project. They said that their demand has not been met till date. Hence, they locked up the offices of Cooperative Societies Registrar, Deputy Registrar and Audit Section. Taking part in the protest, Secretary of Karam Awang Laikai Handloom and Handicrafts Cooperative Society Limited, Karam Memi, appealed to Chief Minister N. Biren to look into the matter and meet their demand at the earliest.
Akwai na ngasi office holon bagi thabak tawjari baje hana na akwai ki product se yamna mawong ta na tawyaram bado society ji digi khusam naru badagi akwai member jing je awa bagi iroina na akwai je pura lukhidore hawe maramdi society ne na balance su da ba yade society ki maming jing ji da member jing phisabi jing ju ayam ba ngasai gi society ki marumni akwai je kari gumba kharadi phangamane na mojo dum akwai na ying da ba yada bagi posida leibaji marak sida project se kai gumba pi roi dobu the department advertise the Viranu, Katpira Anova. Cooperative land, when a project Sitana Ruba, the Lemberation Chemona Cheme, and they give the Tawana Taure, Punamachi Angel Luera, Asu Quirabaja, question me, say, Hansaland Unaru Reba. Unabadi the Hansaland, Tony Haraga. Soon out the Vidreba, Tony Hira, Taure Hazu, Mayangi, Mapima Pani, Tawini Haraga.
Cease work strike called by Manipur Secretariat Service Association MASA in demand for increment of DNS allowance has entered a third day. Taking part in the protest stage at New Secretariat today, MSSA General Secretary El Purujit expressed disappointment at the silent treatment given by the government. He said DNS allowance of other states was increased to 28% on July 11 this year, but it is still at 7% in Manipur. He also demanded proper promotion policy and to fill up various vacant posts without further delay. He opined that re-engagement of retired staff instead of recruiting new ones paves way for corruption.
retire tawribosingje hanjan sum suhandana nomhandana adagi nektana sum tawoi poche machina corruption laknanabagi acho macha amasu what is their interest and what is the government interest haibagi potsu lekhai tade aduna yamna competent oiba yamna energetic laiba adugumba many incumbents employees mayam lairi hairibosingina they can hold all the posts any type of post any type of work tawoi abangaktani adu makhoida pidedana retire tawro mayam che engage tawdong laiba sugumba singsisu akoina yamna kana object tawjari tawdasu laire aduga for this only akoina su heavily demand tawdona laibani masi government has to realize again adum phajna khamiyo mathau tai adu new recruitment tawbiu anoba fresh hand mayam lobidana the job opportunities mayam so ki educated youth naha oiriba lai su hairaba du mayam sin akogi employment ki opportunities bibidana Manipur can be prospered and Manipur can be in a very correct way.
To mark the 77th birth anniversary of late Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi, Sadbhavna Divas or Harmony Day was observed at Old Secretariat Conference Hall in Imphal today. The observance was organized by the state government. Pledge of Sadbhavna was administered by the Chief Secretary Rajesh Kumar. IAS main theme of Sadbhavna Divas is to promote national integration and communal harmony among people of all the religions and languages. The day is observed to encourage national integration, peace, affection and communal harmony. Sadbhavna in the English means goodwill and bona fide. Being the youngest Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi's thought process was modern and different from others. He had the vision of a developed nation via many national as well as international projects that he pioneered. High-ranking civil and police officials of the government and other dignitaries attended the event. Laubi Sinmi Apun Lausal has appealed to table the issues of fertilizer scarcity and form an inquiry committee in the monsoon assembly session which begins tomorrow. In a video released today, Lausal Secretary General L. Kiranjit appealed to form an inquiry committee, investigate and reveal the report to the public and come up with a proper system for fertilizer distribution to the farmers. He also appealed to bring an end to illegal poppy cultivation in hill areas of the state.
Laliba Trahum Shuba Assembly the inquiry committee Yamasimiduna, Uriagi Watokase, Asi Mapung Power report, Mamiam the Tambu, high level report, Adu the Yumpam Kanda, Tungoina Chanavayaba, Longi Singi, eco friendly Uria distribution system, Uria and Tokuni Mawongse, Tangtawa Masimbu have Wapam Simatandari Lunana, Manipur the Tariba, Kani Pambi. Popi Pambi, Kayam Tarage, Aduga, Kayam the Cabre store, have to chop chop report among government, Leva Miam, the Amadi, long missing the Khan, you have home Simatandari.
Drivers transporting FCI rice are reportedly facing hardships as FCI Godown in Churachandpur has failed to unload rice from their vehicles. Rice brought at the Godown between August 10th and August 13th are yet to be unloaded. Manipur Drivers Association MDA today visited the FCI Godown in Churachandpur and took stock of the situation. Speaking on the sidelines, MDA General Secretary Sanjay Khetrimayum appealed to authorities concerned to unload the FCI rice from the trucks. He also sought clarification from FCI Depot Manager of Churachandpur on charging 2,000 to 2,500 rupees from drivers while unloading rice.
Mal Tabal Pakanda, labor gi paisa, kata gi paisa, highway chingmagi namada, lupa lishing ani again, ani songa book tingi high, Masikari Marangino, labor the lupa kea piriba, kata gi lupa kea piriba, Aduga, train gi masagi manunda, daba the sola lak, but seeing bokta, adagi salanda, yela podubusu, Madusiam beginamada, lupa sanits home laway, Bora Tara sola lem, taga the mal policy home ting doriba. Adukari Marangino Habazima, Yam Tunamaji, Shanktok Pio, Hibazi, I Sosampurgi, FCI, Depot Manager, the I Masima, I request of Jari.
Tulihal Educated Association has urged the state government to give befitting punishment to 38-year-old Muhammad Munir alias Nayaima alias Adi from Yairipok Tulihal Awang Likai for his alleged involvement in burning down his uncle's house. Speaking to media at Manipur Muslim Welfare Organization MMWO office in Hatta today, Association Secretary General Sadiq Siddiqui alleged Mohammed Munir of burning down his uncle Mohammed Sirajuddin alias Ibocha's residence on August 17th afternoon. He added that Mohammed Munir has been earlier reprimanded by his own family for abusing and dealing with drugs. Siddiq thanked the police team comprising of Imphal East SP and officer in charge of Andhra Police Station for arresting Mohammed Munir.
MD Munir, Elias Sanayai, Elias Edi Harib Misakasina, Makutta, Petrol Yauba Bottle Amadi, Maiket Pairaga, Yumjinda, Maichu Regulator Masiteki, Sak Regulator Mibasi, Yumdugi Mangonda, Kam Lagaleva, Bullet Amayauri, Loinana, Club Kit Sing Tamba, Upu Mayauri, Haribasi Saklak Paduda. Hogi Maidu Kanabon Ringai, Talak to the Hariba, Sanaya Hariba, Misakasi Mangre, Masi Polista, reporter one of Faikala report, Matunda, Yamna, Swift over action local Pidanangasi, Tang Tarama Pansida, formal arrest Toraga, Hariba Misasi, Poliski custody the lere, Matik Saba, investigation Chataraga, result Adu, the Impam Oregam Haki, Matik Saba, Dandi Adu, Bibu Havagi. Tulhel Educated Association, Amadi, All Manipur Muslim Student Organization, AMSO, Loinana, Manipuri Muslim Welfare Organization, MMWO, Amadi, BCPC, Haribo Organization, Sing Asipulaga, Prastap Tauzari.
A team of Patsoy Police Station Commando has arrested 3 men along with large quantity of illicit DIC liquor last night. The team arrested them during a frisking drive near Kumbong Bazaar Community Hall in Imphal West around 11 p.m. As per police reports, arrested persons are 32-year-old Ningthojam Khomba, son of N. Awang Chao from Tairin Popi Makhalei Kai, 33-year-old Ningthojam Suresh, son of late N. Ingocha, and 30-year-old Ningthojam Loris, son of late N. Gopal, both from Tairin Popi, Awang Leikai, acting on a tip-off on movement of suspected suppliers of DIC liquor from Tairin Popi towards Kumbong in an unknown Bolero vehicle. The police team, under the overall supervision of Imphal West SP Doctor as the Bomcha chased down and intercepted the Bolero vehicle bearing registration number MN01 AG7110 coming from Ngairangbam and moving towards the IVR Kumbong Bazaar. Upon checking the vehicle, police team recovered 305 liters of illicit DIC liquor. Arrested persons along with the seized liquor have been handed over to State Excise team for further legal action. A team of commandos Zirbam has seized around 337 kilograms of brown sugar. The team, led by SI E. Dorendro under the supervision of ASP Operations Zirbam, A.K. Sadananda, conducted frisking around Kimthang Road, Tadbung, Tamenglong National Highway 37 and recovered the brown sugar from an auto rickshaw bearing registration number MN01U4557. The contraband was hidden in 24 soap capes. 3 passengers, including 1 woman and driver, were in the auto rickshaw. Accused Nemti Kim Singson from Longchin Village, New Kaitalmanbi, Kapma Singson from Kamai Part 2nd have been handed over to Towson Police Station for necessary actions. Manipur reported 526 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 4,165 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Today's COVID positivity rate stands at 12.62%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur have reached 1,09,843, out of which 5,508 are active cases. 4 COVID patients died in the past 24 hours, rising the death toll to 1,732. And on the positive note, 520 recovered cases were reported in the past 24 hours. State's cumulative recovered cases have reached 1,02,603. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 93.40%. Meanwhile, Manipur Police Department today detained 36 violators of COVID-related restrictions at various locations. Press note from police says a sum of 16,950 rupees were collected as fine from the detainees. State police has so far collected 2,56,10,560 rupees from violators of curfew and COVID SOPs. Later, police released them with a word of advice. Police Department warns legal actions against violators under National Disaster Management 2005. And on that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. You're watching Impact News.
Pioneer Academy, Bamon Kampu, Imphal East. Class 11 Science admission extended for a few days due to prevailing COVID-19 situation. Special announcement. Admission fees can be paid in 2 installments. For more details, please visit school campus during office hours or visit school website www.pioneeracademyimphal.in.
You are the future. School, a place where your future is carved. Exploring new ideas, spacious classrooms equipped with smart boards, well-stocked library, expression in art, educating young minds, even making stronger. This is where you start, cause it all begins with you. UNACO School, excellence in education.
Babina Diagnostic na adongi yumda laktuna laboratory test ki sample lawbagi khudong chaba miyamda piduna lakli. Makada pizariba phone number singa sida call natraga WhatsApp ta pau fawbiraktuna COVID-19 gi amati atay atopa sample sing adongi yumda laktuna lawnabagi khudong chaba lawbiyu. Phone number singa dudi 8415903436 amati 6909365328 Test ki result sing babina da lawba lakpagi mahutta ishagi mobile phone gi khuthang da download tawraga yamna laina fangdigani.
Welcome back after the break and you're watching Prime Time English News. India added 36,401 fresh COVID-19 cases, 39,157 recoveries and 530 deaths in the past 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 3,64,129, which is the lowest in 149 days. Total recovered cases are 3,15,25,080 and recovery rate stands at 97.52%, while death toll has reached 4,33,049. COVID-19 vaccine has been administered to more than 56 crore for 64 lakh people in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected 21 crore 3 lakh 11,000 people and above 44 lakh 9,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 18 crore 84 lakh 4,000. USA has the highest active cases above 70 lakh 89,000 in the world, followed by Brazil and India. Committee of Civil Societies Kanglai Park CCSK targets to plant around 50,000 samplings at Chadong village in Kamtong district under its Sanghalasi Ramdam campaign. Today, on the first day of the campaign being carried out under the aegis of Forest Department, CCSK volunteers along with villagers of Chadong planted several saplings in the village. Speaking on the sidelines, CCSK President Jitendra Ningomba said Sanghalasi Ramdam aims to combat climate change, stating that trees will be planted across the state under the campaign. He urged those interested locals, clubs to contact CCSK to be a part of the campaign. DFO of the Forest Department, R.K. Amarjit, who attended the event, said the State Forest Department will provide police gun training to forest guards so that they could effectively protect forest covers of Manipur. Singa Ideal Club, SIC, Youth Progressive Club and Singa Market Committee have jointly decided to prohibit any constructions at Singa Playground and Singa Market Complex in Yairipok, Singa of Thoubal district. And social worker and attending candidate of K3 Gao Assembly constituency, Kumantem Liakikanta, popularly known as Lamyanba Ipu, will contest in the upcoming Manipur Legislative Assembly election from a national political party. The announcement was made today during a meeting held at Ipu's residence in Top Awang Laikai, Ponglambi. People of K3 Gao Assembly constituency polling 46 attended the meeting. Speaking on the occasion, member of Ipu's Election Central Committee, P. Roman, said Lamyanba Ipu will disclose his party name in the first week of September.
September thagi ahan ba sehur sida koi khitigau kendra gi apunba praja singyoiba apunba mifama pangtho ganda hariba September tha manung sida koi masak naiba national party amada yaure masida mayam punamna sabat piro haiba koi laukthongno bagi sem saba loijare aduna lakaduriba September gi aihanba sehur sida achauba praja singa iroinana koi khitigau da leiriba praja sing iroinana achauba mifama ma pangthok minaraga hariba numisimuktada matamdumaktada koi lamyan base hariba singba political party amadi yaure hariba political party sigi pirandugi makhada mikhal thengnaragani haina koi adungba numit aduda laukthoknaba sem sajan.
Race Venture Company Limited held a launching ceremony for its new range of products at Mansion near Imphal West DC office today. Products ranging from surface or panel light to household items like stainless steel scrubbers, mops and wipers were launched at 3rd floor of Mansion. Company Chairman Aribam Chittaranjan, retired MS of 50, Badat Integrated Ayush Hospital Lamphel, Dr. Mema and others attended the event. Speaking on the occasion, Aribam Chittaranjan said that the company has so far manufactured RO water purifiers, LED television and several other items. He said that the company is planning to manufacture CCTV cameras, detergents and several other items in the near future.
Launch tawjriba surface and panel lights akogi 2-in-1 haitare surface ki tongana panel ki tongana ne layero suppose akogi posida 2-in-1 haijari je surface haregan akoina ceiling oiba fall ceiling yaw the surface lights adum hapa yare aduga panel oiregan akogi sai fall ceiling yaw gana adugi judun kurung chaw phangba si magi cap ama haitare hapakani adu lokthoga kana panel on ba yaba haitare aduga kana handak launch tawjriba surface and panel lights da watt se haijara gadi 8 ka 15 watt ka ani jana launch tawjabani pe chorak pa kana after market analysis store matun dokana competitive price num pijagan adu special discount mayam lakani mayam gi demand lakadegi koina LED lights ki part amoina koina surface and panel lights koina ngasi long
Khayom Thaba ceremony of deities Iraima Thoni and Ibudhau Wangbrel was performed at Uttara Shanglin, Sanakonong today. It may be mentioned that the age-old ceremony of the Maitai community is held in the month of August on the 12th day of Thawan in Manipuri lunar calendar. Devotees sought divine protection to combat rain-related adversaries.
Kachomra Damon Maitai, Utrasang Sanakonongi, Macho Atumba, Tainagi Ipa Pugi, Pagi Param Tiroga, Pugi Puram Tira Ipala, Hakuni Pula, Hakuni Haiduna, Mamanga the Giputang, Tanga, Iduna Sanarapa, Quigi, Ilam Chinensi, the Ima Ire Magi Madaikada, Kayonam, Sintamaga, Masamanagi, Laji Rununga, Ira Ikanga Yaudanava, Jiva Pabasi, Ira Kanga Yaudanava, Haiduna, Sanakonongi Masinda, Yaubunduna, Koyasi Toromasi. Asidi damakta mafam sida laga wenam thinge sida laga ima ibema iraima pai wangre ani ki madai ka da thongi jaraga masa manai tek ta kaidana puchinung changna panba pina view pari masing walan nganu imo masing tahan bigano haidana taw khoi gi thoram aman
18th Assam Rifles of 26th Sector Assam Rifles Palel and Chandal carried out cycle rally from Chandal till Imphal's Kangla today in relation with Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. 26th Sector Assam Rifles Commander Brigadier Ajay Rana flagged off the cycle rally from 26th Sector Assam Rifles Palel in Chandal at 6:30 a.m. this morning. The personnel reached Kangla Fort at around 11 a.m. followed by a meeting at 11:30 a.m. 18th Assam Rifles Colonel Ajit Khatre and 25 members of Chandal Cycling Club took part in the rally.
This is an event which is being organized to celebrate and commemorate the 75 years of independence of India. So as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we are having a number of events. In a series of events, this long cycle, short cycle rally is one of the events which are organizing. Earlier we had organized the event till Khongjol. Now second one we are having till Imphal, that is the Kangla Fort. And in series we will have more such rallies, and the final rally, which will be the culmination, will be the long cycle rally from Guwahati till Delhi, where we will have 40 to 50 cyclists going, and Jan Andolan will be mobilizing people also. So that is how we are commemorating.
In view of the upcoming 30th Manipur Language Day, Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, DESAM, has extended warm greetings to the people. Press release from DESAM expresses gratitude to pioneers, writers, authors and various organizations who took initiative roles in promoting the Maitai law. A consortium of doctors and researchers from India, Brazil, Russia and South Africa have partnered to conduct a study on the epidemiological impact and intersection of the COVID-19 and tuberculosis pandemics in these countries. Ministry of Science and Technology in a statement said that under these joint research, the teams from these countries will explore the negative impact of COVID-19 pandemic on the epidemiological characteristics of TB infection and search of mechanisms responsible for the interaction of these two processes. They will also search for strategies to mitigate the negative consequences of the pandemic and develop individual recommendations for each participating country. The recommendations can help overcome the impact of epidemics of respiratory viral diseases on the epidemic of tuberculosis. The research, supported by the Department of Science and Technology, is being led by Professor Urvasi B. Singh from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, New Delhi, from Indian side. Uttar Pradesh government has decided to open school up to 8th standard for physical classes in the wake of weakening of COVID-19 infection in the state. As per the government's order, classes from 6 to 8 will resume from August 23rd and 1st to 5th will restart from September 1st by abiding COVID protocols. Educational institutions in the state were closed for physical classes due to COVID-19 pandemic since March this year. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs CCEA has approved a package of 77 crore 45 lakh rupees for revival of Northeastern Regional Agricultural Marketing Corporation Limited, NERAMAC. Of the total package, 17 crore rupees will be directed towards fund-based support and 60 crore 45 lakh rupees towards non-fund-based support. NERAMAC is a central public sectioned enterprises under the administrative control of Ministry of Development of Northeastern Regional. With implementation of the revival package, remunerative price to the farmers of NER of their products will be ensured. Revival package will help NERAMAC to implement various innovative plans, namely providing better farming facilities, training to farmers in clusters, organic seeds and fertilizers, post-harvesting facilities in order to promote the products of Northeast farmers in the world market through participation in events, registration of GI products, etc. Flood situation continues to be grim in Bihar. Over 40 lakh people residing in more than 26 districts, including Patna, Katihar, Samastipur and Munger, are reeling under the impact of floods. In view of the prevailing situation, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar said the state government is closely monitoring the situation and all possible help is being provided to the affected people. Several rivers, including the Ganga, Sone, Punpun and Kosi, are flowing above the danger marks. On the other hand, vehicular movement has been disrupted at several places and over 4,300 roads, including national and state highways, have been damaged due to the flood across the state. Train services on Bhagalpur-Munger section and the Kul-Bhagalpur section remained suspended on the 6th day of consecutively due to submerge of the railway tracks at several places. Taliban met with former President Hamid Karzai and senior official Abdullah yesterday as they seek to form a government in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, at least 3 people were killed in anti-Taliban protests in the Afghan city of Jalalabad yesterday. The United Arab Emirates said that it is hosting former Afghan President Ashraf Ghani on humanitarian grounds after he fled his country amid the Taliban takeover. The post-Afghan President Ashraf Ghani said from the United Arab Emirates that he supported those negotiations and is in talks to return home. After the fall of Kabul, the United Nations has reiterated its commitment to stay and deliver aid to millions of people in need in Afghanistan. The United Nations intends to remain in Afghanistan to continue providing its impartial assistance, supporting efforts to restore peace and stability, promoting the rights and dignity of all Afghans, and providing humanitarian help to millions most in need. And in sports news, Manipur Amateur Boxing Association will hold the 2nd state-level invitation boxing championship from October 5th to 9 this year. The championship will be held in sub-junior boys and girls and junior boys and girls category at Kuman Lampak Boxing Arena. Manipur Amateur Boxing Association has invited online registration to participate in the championship. Local clubs and organizations may register online latest by September 25th and for entry latest by September 30th. Manipur District Football Associations and District Sports Associations have condoled the untimely demise of eminent Manipuri footballer Kumam Yaima, who passed away on August 14th. Yaima, who last served as Manipur Football Association Vice President and DFA Moirang President, was remembered for his contributions in promoting football sport in the state. Members of the associations also shared the griefs of the bereaved family. First round matches of Cincinnati Masters Open Tennis Tournament have concluded. The tournament was held prior to US Open Tennis. In the first round of men's singles, played at outdoor hard court, Ohio City in United States, Argentina's D squadman defeated United States FDFO 6-1, 4-6 and 4-6, 6-4. Germany's A Zerbre beat South Africa's El Harris 7-6, 7-3 and 6-2. United States J Isner dropped Italy's J Sinners 5-7, 7-6, 7-4 and 6-4, while Russia's D Medvedev beat United States and McDonald 6-2 and 6-2 to enter the tournament's second round. While in the first round of women's single, Czech Republic's Gabe Pliskova defeated Kazakhstan Waiputin Seva 6-3, 6-2. Spain's G Muguruza beat G Gracia of France 6-4, 6-3. Spain's B Barossa defeated Sabalenka of Belarus 5-7, 6-2, 7-6, 7-4 and V Azarenka of Belarus beat United States Aris K 6-2, 7-5 to enter the tournament's second round. Second round matches of both men's and women's singles will be played tomorrow. ATK Mohan Bagan FC and Bashundhara Kings FC have defeated their opponents in the Group D League matches of the ongoing AFC Cup 2021. Maldives is hosting the cup under the aegis of Asian Football Confederation. In the first Group D League match played yesterday, India's ATK Mohan Bagan FC defeated fellow Indian team Bangalore FC 2-0. For the winners, Roy Krishna and Subhasis Bose netted 1 goal each and 39th and 46th minute of the match, while in the second Group D League match played last evening, Basundhara Kings of Bangladesh thrashed Mazia Sports of Recreation Club of Maldives 2-0. Bangalore FC will clash with Basundhara Kings in a third league match on August 21st evening in National Football Stadium, while Mazia Sports and Recreation Club will lock horns with ATK Mohan Bagan FC in the fourth league match of the same day later in the night. Before we conclude, let's take a look at the headlines once again. RD and PR Minister THANGJAM Biswajit assures to repair roads of 172 villages across Manipur under Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana Phase 3 and 4. Union Minister of State for External Affairs and Education Dr. R.K. Ranjan hopeful for positive impact in education sector by new National Education Policy 2020. Students and parents raised COVID-19 to collect admission forms at 7 government higher secondary school, but MSF halts admission process over cut-off marks. Irate members of cooperative societies locked up Cooperative Societies Registrar Office in Lumfeld demanding benefits of Integrated Cooperative Development Project. Manipur reports 526 new COVID-19 cases, 520 recoveries and 4 deaths in last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate rises to 12.62%. And India adds 36,401 fresh COVID-19 cases and over 39,000 recoveries in past 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 97.53%. And that's all we have in this edition of the Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri News. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, have a great evening. Stay indoors and stay safe.
Saraswati Charitable Trust, BSc Forensic Science, BE Cybercrime Security, Diploma in Pharmacy,